Is your shepherd running circles around you? Then you're in the right place. In this video, we're gonna go over 6 foundational training commands that every German shepherd should know. Ain't that my baby? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna work on sit, all right? So sit is probably the most overused word in the dog universe. So I'm gonna teach you how to be calm and patient with it. When you ask something of your dog, you have to give your dog a second for the command to go to maybe the feet, then the feet are activating and they go back to the head, and then she'll start to do it, all right? So I have a treat here for her. Free. I'm gonna call her and get her attention first. Freedom, good. I'm gonna take the treat, lure it over her head, and then she'll naturally go into a seated position. And that is what we're gonna reward or mark. Some trainers say mark it, some trainers say reward it, just depends. Come, try again. Over the head, good, sit, Freedom, good. Now, some people will say, well, Elijah, you and Freedom have been doing this for years together. That doesn't matter. If your dog is new, then this is even easier to do, and it's the exact same process. Freedom. I'm gonna grab her attention, Freedom. Above her head, good, sit. Let's try it again, come. Lure above the head, good, sit. Come. Lure above the head, good, sit. Come. Oh, come. Lure above the head. Good, sit, girl. Atta girl. That's your sit. That's all you're asking from your dog. So usually I don't say good sit until my dog is actually in the position of a sit. So now I can tell Freedom, good sit, good girl. All right, so I'm not saying sit 100 times to get her in a sit. Once your dog knows the command, that's when you can have the higher expectation of being able to just say the word sit and then your dog doing it on command. But that's something that you have to build up to. So right now, like I said in the beginning of the video, we're starting with the foundation, the very basics. Lure over the head, good sit, good girl. That's a proper sit, girl, yes. If you want to see me make more videos like this, then go ahead and hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below with specifics, and also subscribe and hit that bell button. Okay, so we just worked on our sit. So from our sit, we're gonna go straight into a down. Very easy, very simple. So we're gonna start the same process. Get our dog's attention, free. Lure into a sit. Now from here, we're gonna bring our hand down. Down. Atta girl, yes. Good down. Good girl. Good down. Very good. So the down comes from a sit. Now, of course, you can do a down straight out of a down from a standing dog. You can go straight down. But again, we're doing the foundation. So this is going step-by-step process. So let's do it again. Free. Come. Sit. Down. Very good. Atta girl. Now, some dogs, if you bring your treat down very fast, your dog might miss it. If you bring it down very slow, they may get bored and get distracted by something. So you have to find that je ne sais quoi between you and your dog, right? That sweet spot you have to find. And that sweet spot is gonna be different with every dog. Freedom, come. So I'm gonna show you it again. Sit position, that's over the head. And then we're gonna bring it down. And Freedom loves to like paw me while she goes down. I mean, I'm fine with it. I just ignore it. It's not really that big of a deal to me. Once you start getting into higher levels of training, that's when you can start to nitpick and correct your dog for the little things. But in the beginning, we want the shape and the form. Right now, my dog is in a down. I can go to her and say, good down. I don't always have to give her a treat. It doesn't always have to be a treat reward. A lot of people get confused by that, but you don't always have to give a treat. I know I just said that like 3 times in a row, but it's extremely important to know. Ain't that right, Free-Free-Time? Okay, come. All right, we're gonna do it again, one last time. Put your dog in a sit. Good, sit, free. From the sit. Now, this time I'm not gonna go down. I'm just gonna tell her, down. Good girl, good girl. So that time when I told her down, I just had to wait a little bit longer. I had to be a little bit more patient so that my dog can let it process and be like, oh, okay, he wants me to go down. And I remember what that was. So that's a down, all right? First a sit, and then you lure down, all right? Okay, next up, we have a stay, okay? So a stay can be performed from a down position, a sitting position, or even a standing position. A standing position, again, that's a little bit more advanced. So we're gonna start off with having your dog stay from a seated or a down position. Where's my dog? Good, sit, stay. Now, once I told my dog to stay, I'm gonna walk back. And the key to this is I'm not going to turn my back to my dog, right? When this is new and this is fresh, your dog doesn't fully understand, don't turn your back. You wanna keep some form of contact to your dog, and that's eye contact, what you're gonna keep here. Stay. So now I'm gone, and we're gonna build up the amount of time that I can be gone from my dog and the distance that I can be gone from my dog. So after a few seconds, I'm gonna come back to her. Atta girl, free, free, free. And I release her. I'm gonna lure my dog, put her in that sit position, stay. Gonna take a few steps back, out of camera. Few seconds. I'm extending the time a little bit, I'm extending the distance a little bit, and I'm gonna walk back to my dog, reward her, very good, very good. Freedom, come, sit, down. This time I'm gonna put her in a down position. Stay. I'm gonna walk off screen. And again, it's not an issue if your dog is in a sit, or if you put your dog in a sit and then she goes to a down. We're not nitpicking yet. We're just teaching our dog the position, and when we say something, what it means. It's a good stay, Freedom. Don't be afraid to remind your dog of what they're doing. Stay. And I'm gonna come back to Freedom. Very good. Yes, yes, for free. Yes, for free, girl. Come. For free. Let's try it again. Freedom, come. Sit. Stay. I'm gonna walk off. This time I'm going to increase the distance that I'm away, the distance between me and her. Okay, now I'm gonna start walking back. It's a good girl, Freedom. It's a good girl. Now, when you have young dogs, be careful of your energy level. If you start walking back and you're already excited, your dog is gonna get excited and your dog is gonna break their position, and then you can't really reward them for being in that position anymore. So you want to reward them while they're in the position that you told them to be in, so that they make the association. Okay, so last time, we're gonna do it again. Free, come. Sits. Stay. And I'm gonna walk back to her. Atta girl, free. So that's a stay. So the only way you can do this differently is if you tell your dog to stay, you walk away, and then you call your dog to you. That's a different version of this. You practice the same exact thing. The only difference is instead of you walking back to your dog, you call your dog. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna show you is come, which is recall, right? So I'm also gonna show you how it is to train a dog that is more toy motivated than treat motivated. So with Cairo, we have his toy, we have one of his favorite balls. Ball. Yes. Oh, I dropped it. Ball. Grab it. There we go. Okay, so we have one of his favorite toys, his ball, and put him in a sit position. He put himself there. This time we're gonna use a game to train our dog, all right? The game is very simple. It's fetch. So you tell your dog to sit, stay, right? You toss your ball. Once your dog has that ball, come. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Now, if you're having trouble with your dog coming back that first time, or even if you're having trouble with your dog, say for instance, your dog comes back, but your dog doesn't want to give you the ball. Say for instance, your dog gets the ball over there, doesn't want to come back. You're gonna toss your dogs toy. As your dog is running for the toy, you're gonna pull out a little treat from your pocket. As you're saying come, when your dog gets closer, you show the treat in their nose, they drop the ball, you grab the ball. They don't have to get the treat every time. This is just something that sort of helps you train them. Remember that. All right, stay. He gets the ball, come. Yes, good boy. Sits. Attaboy. Come. Yes. Sits. Throw the ball again. Come. Encourage your dog, motivate your dog. Good boy, attaboy. Sits. Sits. Attaboy. Come. Yes. That's a good man. Now you can practice this anywhere. You can go somewhere in your home, call your dog. You can go somewhere in your backyard, call your dog, and make sure they come with you. And again, it doesn't always have to be a treat. It can be a toy as well. The next thing we're gonna work on is the command wait. So wait, it sounds similar to stay, but they're not the same. The wait command can apply to a lot of things. So for example, if you're going in and out of the door, like a house door, car door, you can tell your dog to wait so that you can comfortably open up the door and they don't just bum rush in or bum rush out. If you're giving your dog something, a treat for example, or a toy, you can put the toy in front of them and say, wait, wait. And then I can say, okay. And then he goes and grabs it, all right? So the wait command is more of a patience thing, okay? So there are multiple different ways to train wait, and you should train wait in multiple different scenarios. So you should train wait when you're leaving the home or coming in the home. You should train wait when you're getting in the car, getting out of the car. You should train wait when you're handing your dog food, okay? So let me get Cairo in a different position. Cairo, come. The way we're gonna train wait today is with his toy, of course. So I'm gonna hand his toy to him, and then I'll just say, wait. Good boy. Okay, yes. Attaboy, attaboy. Los. And that's your wait. So, sit. Good boy. When you're training this, you wanna start small. So let's say, for example, Cairo's a puppy, and I know for a fact that he can only wait for 1 second. I'm gonna put him in the position I want him to be in. I'm gonna hold it out and say, wait. Count in my head, 1 second, 2 seconds. Okay. At 2 seconds, I reward him and I end it. I always end and I always begin. That's very important. You have to begin the training and you have to be the one that ends the training as well. Otherwise, your dog will take control. Sit. Wait. Okay. Attaboy. If I tell my dog to wait and he still grabs for it, every time he grabs for it, I take away. You take away the reward. Let's say, for example, you're going outside. You told your dog to sit and wait, you start opening the door, and then they get up. That means you close the door. Because you closing the door is you closing the reward, which is to go outside. In this case, his reward is the ball. I say, wait. If he goes for it, I take it away. Then I show it to him again. He goes for it, I take it away. It's like a small little game. Wait. Okay. Yes. Attaboy. 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 Sits. All right. We'll see you in the next one. So as time goes on and you start training your dog more and more, you'll start to learn that when you teach one command, it kind of leads to another command being taught. So we taught our dogs the command wait and stay. With those commands come a release word, a release command. Your release command can be any word that you want it to be, as long as it's consistent and your dog knows the meaning of it. But with Cairo, the word is okay. Just like that. So I'll give you an example. If I call Cairo and I say, Los, give me the ball, good. And I put him into a sit, right? I tell him stay. And then I walk away. Okay. Now you see when I say okay, he's allowed to come to me. Sit. So I'm gonna tell him to stay. I hold the, he was a little early, so we start him over. No problem. Stay. I hold the ball out, wait. Okay. And that's his release command. So a release command is something that you start small again, and then you build it up bigger and bigger. You start with a 1 second, 2 seconds. Sit, stay, wait. Okay. Yes, that's his release command. A release command means, okay, you're allowed to do it now. Release command could be the word free, okay, release. It can be any word that you want it to be, in any language that you want it to be. Sit, stay. Okay, attaboy. Carol's word just happens to be okay. So that's the last command, a release command. So it's a very important command to have because it teaches your dog patience. Sit, stay. Okay. Teaches your dog patience, not to just rush out and go. And it teaches your dog, most importantly, to look for you before they start to do something on their own, which is a habit that you want your dog to get into at a very young age. These are good foundational tips to start off with in your home as you're starting to get to know your dog and still trying to build that bond with your dog. All right, now last but not least, don't forget to cool your dog off. It's hot out here. We're gonna cool off. I got some ice cream for my dogs, or you could say popsicle even. Cairo. Yeah. Look at that. Popsicles, ice cream for everybody. I'm gonna get me a piece of ice cream too, and we're gonna catch you in the next one. My name is Elijah Lee. These are the Loyal Shepherds eating ice cream right here, eating their popsicles, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.